Hello, I got a package from China and it's very beaten up, as you can see. It's a Chinese 3M ripoff that some people asked me to review. Now I think I ordered this back around January time, so gives you some idea of how long some of this stuff takes to come, but as you can see, very crumpled. Now I would definitely not trust the filters this comes with. They're just basic particle filters. They say N95, so I don't think they're lying too much when they say that. They're certainly not going to be P3, P100. Now, I guess the name of the mask is 3020 on here, but it's a rip-off of the 3M 3200, I believe, which is the 3M one which takes like a weird frontal filter. So, if we open it, as weird as it is to actually try and open it, get the mask out. So that's some instructions, or it's like the card, isn't it, that says it met the quality standards or whatever. So let's get the mask out. And have a look at it. So, at least they're not pretending it's a 3M one. You know, because the thing is with some of these Chinese rip-off masks, I prefer it when they don't just pretend it's 3M, you know, and it's an obvious bootleg. It's better when they just put a new name on it. So, let's take this cable tie off of here, which is in a weird, like, fancy gold kind of thing. So there's that. Do that. So you've got your clip there. And thankfully it seems this one is a better quality clip than I've seen on some of the 3M rip-offs, although that bit again is still, looks like it could break quite easily. But anyway, so how this mask works, which is quite interesting, and this is the same with the actual 3M one, by the way, it's not like an interesting Chinese development. There's like a little gate on the front of this, if I can figure out how this opens. It's probably just a thing of pulling off a clasp, and then it should swing open. Yeah, there we go. Maybe. Ah, there's already one in there. But yeah, it doesn't want to open all that easily. And I don't want to break the weak plastic by forcing it. But basically, how this works is, if I can get this in frame. Let's try getting that side off. There we go. So, you've got a hinging sort of design like that. And then you have a filter pad, so there is one installed. So it's going to be one of these N95s. It says KN95. And how this works is basically this sits on the front like a weird Hannibal Lecter looking thing, and then this filter pad is basically you know, between you and the outside of the mask. So it just literally clamps a fabric pad in. As I said, 3M actually originally designed this, it wasn't a Chinese development. So let's put this on and see if it is any good at all. And then we're going to try it with another old Chinese mask I've got, which I believe is also a 3M 3200, but it's the one that uses like the vapor style filter. So let's see if they're interchangeable. So let's get that there done up, and then I'm going to need to tighten this a lot. Put that there and take the glasses off. There we go. Right, that's not very comfortable, but maybe I can loosen up one of these straps. I'm just trying to work out why it doesn't feel particularly tight at the back, but the top strap feels very tight. Let's just loosen that. Right, so this is a bit awkward to get as you want it, just because of how the weird strap system seems to fold through, but otherwise it's not too uncomfortable, and it seems like this does its job. Yeah, so this is a fairly weird mask design, but that's what it is. So if I show you this one, this is the other one. If you remember, I said this is actually quite good, because it's the exact same, as far as I can tell, mask type design. This one is called a word I can't pronounce, 3700. But the point is with these is that they have these kind of filters on. So let me see, is there a way that this actually just comes off? Let's hope I don't horribly break the mask now. But that's what I'm interested in. Is there a way with this of getting this bit off? It looks like it should do, but whether or not this one has a permanently attached one of these. Oh, it does seem to twist a bit. Can it come off, or is it just going to twist it to weird angles? Oh yeah, it does come off. So yeah, I believe this should be the same kind of mask setup as the other one. So let's try putting that one on there. Yeah, there we go. So yeah, you can actually put different filters on this, not very reliably. And look, the inlet valve isn't the most robust thing, it would seem. The exhale valve at least seems to be a bit better quality, but there we go. So yeah, you can definitely change the filters on this at least, you know, away from the other type. So if you could get these in stock somewhere, and you probably put the real 3M filters on it, not the Chinese ones of dubious quality, these are actually quite good for what they are, especially if you can get them super cheap. Like, these are one of those masks on AliExpress that sometimes are like a few pounds, I think. And for that, they're not actually a bad price, because, as I said, if you wanted just a basic sort of half-face respirator, yeah, they do that alright, because, you know, they at least pull quite tight to your face, you know, and the rubber's quite comfortable. So for what these aren't bad. But yeah, let's just see with the other one. Can this plug onto here? Let's just get the straps out of the way. Yeah, it can. I might keep that one with that one, because that's grey, obviously, so the grey one looks better, I reckon, with the grey filter, just an all-grey design. But there you go, so these Chinese 3M sort of copies aren't too bad, actually. I think it's because these ones use a simpler filter type system than the bayonet ones. But yeah, so other than the dubious quality sort of plastic thing at the back, which could break, these aren't too bad. But of course, if you wanted to, you could always re-thread your own straps through it. So there you go, for the people who asked me to do a review of these sort of budget 3M rip-offs, yeah, they're not too bad. But as always, you know, it really depends what you're using it on. If you wanted one of these for actual, you know, real serious protection, I would not recommend it, you know. This is the thing I probably ought to restate, you know, and Duke Nougat says this, and it's a thing a lot of sort of gas mask collectors will tell you, is that if you want a mask to seriously protect yourself, don't get something really, really cheap, you know. It depends what you want the mask for. If it's basic utility stuff, you know, where you could just probably put a basic particle mask on or a dust mask, those sort of Chinese rip-offs of 3M masks are fairly good for that, because they're better than, I'd say, you know, a thin paper N95 mask or something like that doesn't conform very well to your face. But again, if you wanted a mask for serious protection, you know, you certainly don't want a really old Warsaw Pact mask, you know, with filter compatibility problems and everything else. So, I'll just say this at the end of this video because it's something I keep meaning to do, and I do want to do this as a video soon. I've got some digital calipers, and what I want to do on a video coming up soon is getting all my FP211 filters out, and FP5 filters, and the FP6 filters I've got, and measure the thread pitches on all of them. Because, I've said this sort of before, but it'd be worth doing it in a video. What you'll find weirdly of FP5 filters, it seems from all the ones I've got and speaking to other people, is that, weirdly, FP5 filters were originally GOST and then were NATO. I know there's that whole P5 filter thing as well, but I think it's more of a case of FP5 filters of them actually being, you know, where they didn't officially, you know, they had to make NATO filters, I guess, if Poland was a NATO member, and they kept making GOST filters for a while and just putting NATO stickers on them, but then at some point during the production the tooling did change. So that will be an upcoming video. Whether or not it will be Sunday's video, I don't know, or, you know, later on, but I definitely want to do that. I just need to find out where all my FP5 filters are, because I know some are in actual satchels, and then I need to work out which satchels they're paired with what masks. But there we go, that's a subject for another video, isn't it?